Well, hello, good morning, and good afternoon, and every other time in between. How we all doing today? Still waiting for everything to load in. Be continuing our new playthrough. Oh, I'm doing all right. $9.99. Welcome to the channel, by the way. Yeah, we started a new playthrough. I was basically just kind of running out. Just sort of getting to the point that you can ask Queen. I'm alright for now. I like going with the minimum amount of effort. So let's continue with our adventure here. So for anybody who missed part 1, we are a vassal within the Roman Empire during the Iconoclasm, and we have been tasked with resecuring the Theme of Sicily. We are Romani, which is basically what the Romans properly called themselves, and we are of the Byzantine heritage group. And our primary purpose is just see where this goes. After we conquer the Theme of Sicily, I don't know. We'll see what circumstance brings us where it goes. One of the things that's more unique about us is we are proper Orthodox, and we have basically a religious tax on us, while the rest of the Empire is slowly slipping into iconoclastic. So it won't be too long before we actually just fully get surrounded and left alone within the Empire. So we're just going to continue on and keep pressing our claims. Our army is fully recovered, and just gonna let him go because I can't declare war on him until he's free. Now, we were given hardly anything from Malta to go up this far, so we've mostly just been going off of our own small detachment of personal troops that we started out with. And again, we forgot to switch our general to being our own commander, but it doesn't look like it seems to have held much of an issue. I keep forgetting to do that. Our liege goes to war. Trying to bring in the trying to recapture some of the lost territories from the Bulgars, which is Interesting. Why are the Bulgars so weak? And we got our dynasty's first child. That works, and she has the trait genius. That is good. We'll have her be educated by her mother. Well, that's not good. We don't have enough troops to overwhelm the fortress to even get through. We'll have to return to Syracuse, and hopefully they raise another army against us. Because that's about the only choice we have. So I can't really afford any more troops. I can't even afford any mercenaries. We're actually gonna have to stop the claim up here because I just realized how little money we actually have. Back in the early days where we have issues with money. See if he raises up any of his force at all. Yep, there it is again. All we need to do is just hit this guy up here again. Hello, Arcane. Hello, Liz. That's okay. So maybe this time we'll have enough to actually take him down, since we don't have enough to take the actual city of Palermo itself. Let's get in here and see if we can just finish it off. Well, it looks like we were going to win regardless with the desired result, but hey, Crusader Wars is fun. Right now it's just about 9:50 in the morning for me. On Sundays I usually stream nice and early. Right now we still have our tiny expeditionary force. Not much has changed to it. But the more of Sicily we bring in, the more we can actually support our force and bring them in.
We await your command.
Yeah, most of the time this is the only time I can really do it during the week, is this early.
We await your command.
For a Sunday.
Yours to command.
Place over the garrison forces in our proper Imperial Army forces right there. And we'll do a double staggered formation, which is an actual Imperial formation from the time.
Stay in formation.
Mostly just against their cavalry, which is going to be interesting.
The enemy tremble before our superior numbers. In service to Rome.
For these very early days, usually the Crusader Wars just uses the standard units and skins from, well, not the skins themselves, but the units from the Theme of Sicily, since they're the only ones that's really available in Total War. But I like using this skin because it just changes it to the actual Imperial army. Our guards are under the Cataphracti. The Cataphractori. I just woke up. It's fun saying names early. I do like that the Tegmata have their bows, but for some reason they don't have the, I think it's just the skin that gives them the bows, because historically they did actually have bows. Renegade forces are over here, so looks like they're not going to come looking at us very fancy. During the 700s and the early 800s, we're in a very interesting time frame where we have... The shield design has definitely started to change to the classic kite shield that pretty much goes all over the place in Europe. The Imperial Army is one of the first to really implement it on a mass scale. But we're also sort of still in the division, as we still have the older olive shields being used by the less prioritized troops. And the levy is still just basically given the scraps. But how the Thenes would actually work is even the levies here would be pretty well kind of like these guys over here, if they were rich and properly supplied. One of the old legacies that still existed from the old Imperial era is just the standardization. Each one of the Imperial Fiends were responsible for supplying certain types of troops. And we're just gonna stop our Legion raid here.
Riders at the double! Form a wall!
Oh, they decided to charge right in the middle of our formation.
They're trying to take out our general! Defend him!
Let's have our... Now currently we are using our sword-armed soldiers, but mass point of the Imperial army at this point is actually going to be using their spearmen. But one of the reforms that we're going to be doing for our roleplay is bringing back the...
Praise the gods! Your victory is moments away! Weapons ready!
Oh yeah. Small scale battles like this and we will just finish that off, so... Hopefully this will get us the war score that we need to take Palermo. And this is a pretty good representation of what the fiends on the western side of the Mediterranean had to deal with. Just being isolated. Now, Sicily didn't fall, but it was heavily weakened. Which, if you play the Age of Charlemagne DLC, the condition you see the Thene, even though they expand it quite large because Corsica and Sardinia were actually not historically part of the Thene of Sicily. Oh, look at that. Just let them... It's 14 guys, I'm not gonna load a whole thing for 14 people. Do we have enough at all? Even with our siege equipment, we just don't have enough to take the city itself, so now we're just going to wait for them to rise up again. Looks like we're just going to have to let the AI deal with it the next time their army raises up. because we didn't get war score from it, and we're actually going backwards now. Be a few years. I was kind of hoping that the Emperor didn't win this, but looks like they are. Oh. There's his army again, ready to get smacked. Still not enough. God darn it. Well, here we go, back again. Ah, this might kick them back. Charlemagne and the upper Lombards are attacking the Empire. This sounds lovely. All we need is Al-Andalus or the Abbasids to attack, and it'll be a party. Just had a little minor rebellion over here. Yeah, they're having rebellions. Maybe the Abbasids will fall apart a little quicker. Ah, that's unfortunate. I was hoping the Bulgarians would keep them, like, occupied for a little while. It's like we both want the Empire to be strong, but we don't want Imperial power to, like, go too crazy. Come on, raise up your force again, man. There we go. Who's the primary attacker? All of the Lombards are attacking, so it's basically the Lombards are trying to now capture Sardinia and Corsica. Fun. Oh, come on, for the love of God. No, he's still alive. He's still kicking. He's got a wicked scar. He might actually succeed and push out in creating the Carolingian Empire. He has a bunch of events to basically start grabbing all this territory here. He'll push into here as well. Push clear down through the northern part of the Lombards. And I love that we're just struggling with this because we can't directly attack his castle because we just don't have enough people. Yeah, we got 4 more guys, like that's gonna help. Oh my goodness gracious. That we whittled down their forces enough. Now we can capture this. Now we can capture the castle. the frustrating mechanics around. Oh, they rose up a mercenary force. Didn't catch it quick enough. I forgot to close down the other instant of the game. Just give us a quick second. Sometimes Attila is stubborn. Even when it says that it's shut all the way down, it hasn't. And if I would have caught this a little quicker, this would have been our first, like, big fight. So this is my own personal mod, and there's still certain areas that are being worked on. Like right now I'm working on Mongolia, so hopefully the next time that we do a playthrough of this, whenever we actually go to do the playthrough featuring the Mongols, we'll have the giant the Uyghur Khaganate, and several of the other smaller ones that were in between them and the, basically the Khazars. Now we have a more even fight, even though we were originally outnumbered. Alright, let's get into this. Looks like they got a group of mercenary peltists over here. Put our army over here because I want to get up this way. Like, I doubt we're going to be taking Imperial power anytime really soon. But if we do take it relatively early, the Franks are going to be our big adversary in the west when it comes to just the Western European. And then Al-Andalus will be its own bag of worms to deal with.
The enemy draws near.
Place you guys right here.
Double time. By your command. Quick march. Melee infantry at your command. Melee cavalry ready. Cohors parati.
And since our culture is keeping more to the Latin roots and traditions, it makes sense for them to also throw out random Roman, Latin phrases. Make them move this way. And for anybody who thinks I'm, being crazy or something by saying, oh, this is supposed to be the Byzantines. The Byzantine Empire was the Roman Empire. It was the surviving eastern half. Just as the Roman state had done for nearly 1,000 years before that, it just kept evolving. In reality, yes, the Roman Empire's better days were well behind it. Because historically, we're getting ready to enter the Imperial phase that's referred to as the Anarchy, and that's a very fun time in Roman history. The Anarchy is the only reason why the Pope even did what he did when he crowned Charlemagne Holy Roman Emperor. And it wasn't even crowning him Holy Roman Emperor, it was crowning him straight out Roman Emperor. Because basically a woman became the Empress of the Romans, which was the first time in their history that they had a proper, a woman ruling over them, and that was like, oh no, you can't do that. You're supposed to be God's empire. You're not supposed to be ruled by a woman. So the Pope went and basically is like, oh yeah, Charlemagne, you're now the Emperor of the Romans. Here's their skirmishers, which are peltas. Now, when it came to the Eastern Roman Empire, they very much were going into a little bit more of a merit. It's like if they were successfully ruling, it didn't care who was on really the throne. And like I mentioned yesterday, this was one of the main features that led to the division between the Eastern and Western churches. Though the biggest one was if the Pope was just a basically the same equivalent to the rest of the patriarchs, and did he have actual proper authority over the Roman emperors? Which for the, as far as the Imperial court was concerned, he really did not.
Ready for orders. For Rome. Giddy up.
Well, it looks like they're deciding to actually, oh, they're deciding to have a proper skirmish. Have these guys send out flaming shot. Get a little bit of a morale hit. Maybe set the field on fire. Now they're charging. I believe I mentioned this in the last episode, but with the Tagmata and the Dux Guard, which are just basically the cataphract, right now the Empire has the heaviest cavalry in the world. Let's say, did they dismount?
The enemy refuses to admit defeat. Their unit has rallied. Our general is under attack.
Have them smack that.
Their general is dead. A lethal blow.
Only one of our units were actually taken down.
Praise the gods. Your victory is moments away.
I keep forgetting that, hey, we don't have to run them all down. After the Islamic invasions, Roman history can be really summed up in 3 phrases. First, there was religious problems, then there was imperial problems, and then there was civil war. And then everything got worse, would be the 4th one. And it basically just cycled through those 3 main issues over and over and over. Oh no, we're being invaded by the Bulgars. What should we do? We should fight ourselves. Oh no, we're being invaded by the Seljuks. What should we do? We should basically abandon half of our force and start fighting ourselves. And we lost too many troops, but we'll let them come back. Hopefully this will be the final straw. For the love of God. Back to this again. Do we have anybody who's a siege expert? No. Maybe this will bring it down? No. Walking back over this way. Oh, we got ourselves a son. Crashes has a son. We could go through random names. Oh, let's just go ahead and put this into the selection generator and let's see who we get. Who in the community will be our next player? Oh, Arcane. Shall be our next character. Give him a military education. Look at hit and run. And they just keep hiring their mercenaries. This isn't... Do we have enough to... There we go. The rise of the Normans, that is early. That's really early. It's turning into more of a slog than I was wanting. because we just didn't have enough. Almost there. Really? Oh. No way. There's just no way. Back down we go. And the Emperor fought off the Lombards. That's interesting. Very well. We got a dangerous faction. Now we should have enough with another group of catapults. Yeah, finally we got everything tore apart. Aggressive attacker. One of my favorite traits. Finally. That took much longer than it should have. Culture over here. Now where is the Normans? That's interesting. They're just in Normandy. And the Emperor managed to actually fight off Charlemagne and the Upper Lombards. The next thing I plan on doing for my own mod is actually breaking apart the Greek culture a lot more. So we'll see basically the Anatolians, some of the smaller divisions that are here, because Greece is basically, you know, the Greek culture is just basically right here, down in here, in little sections on the coastline at this point. So soon we can go and try to capture what's left of the island. We definitely want to do it before the lower Lombards decide that, hey, we want to get in on this action. What about Naples? You have any? No, I definitely don't want to. Are you even powerful? Not really. What about Sardinia? Could keep an eye. Which one of his? How you doing today? Oh, where was she going? Let's see if we can marry into the current Imperial house. Not quite yet. Yeah, the Abbasid Empire is definitely a power you gotta keep an eye. Yeah, they've got quite a bit of forces. Yeah, I know there's low control over there. Embarrassing memory. Let's get our claim. Let's secure Sicily. Surprised that the Bulgars haven't, like, moved up this way. The Avars. Just need more territory. Let's partition our liege, see if we can get. Not what I want to do at the moment. Do we already have everything for here? Yeah, we do. As long as it's not like how it was the last time, we should be perfectly fine. Our daughter's wounded. We do have a excellent court physician, so hopefully that won't be much of an issue. I keep forgetting we have guys we need to ransom off. Oh, this is good. We're gonna try to translate an older tone. This could give us some goodies. And we got ourselves another son. We're gonna let the dice decide this one. Octavius. Not a bad name. Keep studying that battle. Have our steward educate our other son. We've almost got all of Sicily brought under our control. Bringing it to our culture will be the next main thing. It looks like the Kingdom of Epirus is fighting, expanding. Now we're in a little bit of debt, but it won't be long. Then we can declare war again. And finish securing Sicily. Alrighty, yeah, another person to help serve us, that'd be nice. Now we can recruit. He might serve a use. Alrighty, let's secure Sicily. Luckily, our smaller rebelling faction hasn't gone to Lower Lombardia, so Nothing to worry about there. And I put the wrong commander. Oh well. Not enough soldiers. This stuff again. So we're just falling back to Syracuse. Definitely gonna have to like heavily improve the Imperial army. Well, our Imperial army. Hopefully this will be enough to... Yep. Yep. We just don't have enough troops. Anybody that has siege warfare would be very appreciated. Ah, this is stubborn. We just don't have the troops, number-wise, to capture that fortress. A new liege, an infant. The baby emperor. Yeah, there's gonna be a civil war now. There we go. Already trying to take back hunks of Epirus. Now we just have to save money and see how much we need to recreate the theme. Just 175. Well, we see that Imperial power is expanding. The world hasn't changed too much. And we'll see what all this brings, as we'll continue this tomorrow with our back to the longer schedule. And we'll be seeing you all later, you alligators. Bye-bye now.